joining me. We are the Bill Kings Fantasy Football League broadcasters. Free fantasy football league from a few of us who are live streamers. We chose to have some fun with this. I chose to do a weekly broadcast show on it. My man Rich to join us live streaming on haps.co/haps.tv. He does this thing on Twitch in the mornings with the morning coffee, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 5:30 a.m. Man,
okay, that
supports me and I support him. That's how it. Nah, I'm not done, damn it, because you do it like me. Hell no. Check them out.
Thank you, Tony.
Absolutely, check them out. Week 14. I am going to try to make this quick. Stevie Wonders, how you doing? Thank you for popping in. Let me know the notifications work. That's why when I lay people out talking about, what are you broadcasting? What are you broadcasting? You prove me right every time. Thank you. Another fellow follower from haps.tv/haps.co that I ain't giving up on. I had fun over there. Honestly, let's see. Not going to hold everybody up. We do have an hour and a half before the games start, but I do like to run down through all the positions with the predictions as far as who should make money, well, who should gain points and who shouldn't. I will admit to everybody out there, we got some serious games this week. Serious games. I will tell you that the Cowboys and the Eagles game, that should be a highly watched game today. That should be a highly watched game today. Rich, you're freezing just a little bit. You're starting to pixelate just a little bit. I don't know what else you got going on, but just want to let you know when you're good with me. What's up, Debbie? Behave yourself over there.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm seeing that on the Surface 3.
Yeah. Last week's games, I meant to talk about a couple of things. Somebody had a couple of monster catches. I forgot who it is, but oh my God. Here come Brian now.
We got Brian.
No,
bring him on.
He's looking for the invite now.
And Tina's in the chat.
Tina, thank you for coming through, Tina. New people. I put that on Rich. Where's he at? Yeah, I put that on Rich. Rich brought Tina over here. Tina, thank you for coming through. Nothing like having people on and bringing the audience. The co-founder should be on his way. Let me go ahead and throw what I have up here real quick. I may have to bring the chat down just so everybody can see who's who and where everybody is. Actually, no, this is going to work out good. I want the main page up more than anything so everybody can see where we're getting everything from. All the information I'm bringing right now is going to come to you from NFL.com. That's the league we're using. And also the predictions that they have for each position according to fantasy football standards. I also talk about the game, so I don't want anybody getting confused. We cover all aspects of it as much as possible. Regular random chat, not going to take too long. All of the good stuff. We're going to go ahead and let me wait on Brian to get up here. Brian, get up here. I know you're listening.
Sounds good.
I know you're listening. How are we looking on the other platforms, Rich, if you don't mind? Anybody can see us?
I'm just seeing on Twitch there. Let me check on the...
Is the sound and everything good on Twitch, everybody?
Let's see. Looking good on YouTube.
Thank you.
And we got you on Twitch as well.
Thank you, Debbie. Let me look on LinkedIn real quick.
I can't believe you're broadcasting on LinkedIn. Wow, you're all.
You know that's a professional platform.
Oh yeah. Just
a lot of military, a lot of business, and I'll be damned if a bunch of those cats don't watch football. I don't care who they are.
Yeah.
We are live on LinkedIn. Yes. Matter of fact, I did get a comment from one of my high school homeboys on there. See.
Yep.
Golf Hawk. Oh man, Golf Hawk. Golf Hawk, you should have an invite in the league chat. I got an invite for everybody in the league. If you want to come up, man, the door is open. Honestly, let me know. Let me know. Brian, get up here. You need a W. I'm out of the playoffs. I ain't worried about your W.
I'm gonna put this.
Golf Hawk follows us on Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. We didn't make it last night. Glick has stuff to do. Jeff had family business. Yeah, I'm keeping it clean because I'm on LinkedIn too. I appreciate that, Golf Hawk. I keep it clean when I'm up there. Um, I have had a couple people. One of my homeboys from military, and one of the guys I went to high school with, they do see it. But I do have to. I try to stay clean when I'm on there, which is just nothing. I mean, everybody cuts up, but you don't want to cut up unless you have to, and to save the shenanigans and the ruckus for other platforms. So I appreciate that. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, LinkedIn has a lot of professional people, organizational people. You want to try to build
Yeah,
the future
you,
there, not
you don't want
necessarily
to
be a
you don't
coach.
want to
Yeah,
get tagged with a label and stuff like that. So there's just one of those Twitch broadcasters or the
you want to have some substance when you go on LinkedIn. In all honesty.
yeah.
So while Brian's coming up here, let me go ahead and get this started. We're going to start with the quarterbacks. Week 14 startums and situms. Recommendations off of NFL.com. Stardom. Geno Smith against the Panthers. That is a no-brainer to me.
Oh God, yes.
Nothing against the Panthers. I myself am happy for Geno Smith. I want to congratulate him in the event that he does hear this, in the event that the word gets out to him. And I say that because when he was a rookie, I drafted him in fantasy football and got laughed at. I got laughed at, talked about, roasted, and destroyed. They said, why would you draft him? He's only going to be a rookie. Him and Pat White were championship quarterbacks in their respective leagues in college. I saw a future for that player. If you think that's crazy, you need to remember all these Heisman Trophy winners that get drafted first. Ben Roethlisberger had a monster bowl game before he got drafted by the Steelers. A lot of the big quarterbacks get in, they can't make it, some can make it. I took a chance on him and lost. I took a chance on Pat White and lost. I took a chance on what's the other one? A couple of the rookie quarterbacks I would take a chance on and draft in fantasy football. And people look at me like I'm crazy. Y'all gonna be all right. Geno Smith against the Carolina Panthers, I think there's a shoe in. What do you think, Rich?
Oh, definitely. He's gotten all the acclimates from all the talking heads there on the NFL channel and all the other CBS and ESPN and stuff like that. Anytime Geno's name's brought up, he compared to when he was with the Jets and stuff,
Yes.
he's just like typical Jet starter and stuff. They start out high expectations, they're crap, and then they just sort of fade away. Geno has come back and he's really reached his own. So
Honestly, he has risen like a phoenix.
yes, I agree.
I really want to call him, make it, if it was up to me, his nickname as a quarterback would be the Phoenix because he has truly arisen from the dead. It's been a decade since he's been relevant in the NFL. Look at him now. He has broken records as a Seattle Seahawks quarterback when his first season started. We didn't think there was going to be a future with this squad without Russell Wilson. He is over there killing it. I see him getting at least another 5 to 10 year contract extension. I see him getting top dollar for that franchise. I don't see him going nowhere. Pat Carroll is his coach. They are on the. I think.
Oh yeah, they like him. And today's game against the Panthers, that's up there in Seattle. They're home, and I'm one that always says, Seattle's always they've got the loudest crowds. I mean, you can hear it on TV. Sometimes I even have to turn the volume down because it's so freaking loud.
And I say this is a good game because Carolina Seattle's a rivalry. People don't realize this.
Yeah.
When Cam was there, both teams were a problem to each other in the playoffs. This is going to be a good game. Carolina looks like it's in disarray. They got a team. They look like they're in disarray. But this is a no-brainer to me, honestly. Kirk Cousins against the Lions, let me tell y'all something. If you're sleeping on the Lions, it will cost you. Honestly, it will cost you because the Lions are putting up points, fantasy football-wise and game-wise, even though their record doesn't show it. But the Minnesota Vikings are not playing around this season. Big ups to the Vikings. You have an outstanding record. Kirk Cousins, everything they said against you for the past 6-7 years, you just brushed all of them off your shoulder, and y'all are on a roll. Your thoughts, Rich?
Well, let's see. Ted's taking the Lions, and the Lions are favored by CBS. Of course, I think that's the home field advantage. The Lions are up and down. They can, when they start scoring points, they're going to score points. So, but Cousins, he's a good quarterback. I think Vikings, I would start him against the Detroit. Who else are they going to, who else are you going to start? If you got Cousins, look how Vikings they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to win their division, I believe, too. So you don't think that? No, okay.
I say that because, excuse me, I'm talking. I say that because of Aaron Rodgers. He always finds a way to make it in.
You know how I feel about Green Bay this year.
Every damn season he makes it in.
Yeah. But I think, they'll make it in, but I don't think they'll win the division.
Every damn season. So when I say he ain't going to make it or they ain't worth it, he proves me wrong. I can't even say nothing, but there's no reason they shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. There was no reason that they shouldn't.
Yeah. Because
Trevor Lawrence. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to say real quick here, the standings there for right now, Green Bay, they're playing sub 500, playing 385%, and they're where the Vikings are 833 on the percentage, 10-2 compared to 5-8. If the Packers are going to make it, they got to get by the Lions, and the Lions, I think they just might make it to the playoffs. As far as that goes,
5-7. They're not out yet.
No.
You are not out of the playoffs until game 9.
The only thing that, exactly, yeah.
Well, loss number 9. Excuse me. You are not out of the playoffs until loss number 9. Let's be clear.
Because
you might make the wild card, and somebody got to take you out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Green Bay and Lions are looking at the wild card. I do not see either the Lions or Packers beating the Vikings out in that, unless the Vikings just crap out these last 4 or 5 games.
Agreed. Let's see what we got here. Trevor Lawrence against the Titans. Skeptical on this game.
Yeah.
Personally. Mainly because the Titans, I kind of root for them. Mainly Ryan Tannehill's a quarterback. I know what I saw when he got there with the team. I think they have something. It just has to pan out. But this right here, I don't know if I would start Trevor Lawrence against them unless their defense is just weak. So, the Titans will struggle against quarterback by okay, so the Titans have given up the 4th most fantasy points. So that's why they're going to go by the numbers. I don't have a problem with that. What do you think?
He's a young quarterback. I think he's going to have some potential down the line, but I'd set him. I wouldn't. I think against the Titans, they're playing at home today, and I think the Titans' defense is always tough.
It's normally tough to me. I agree. They seem pretty consistent and steady.
You're saying that this could possibly, if the Jaguars win, I'm going to put that down as an upset because of.
I would think so.
He did win. What was that game? Trevor won where it was last minute, and
that was week 5.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks back and stuff like that. So
it was a few weeks back. I remember that.
And this is what we're talking about.
Kind of re-rallied the team. Yeah, kind of re-rallied the team a little bit. Now, this is what's going to trip me out. Go ahead.
If I had somebody else, I don't think I'd start Trevor. There's suggestions to start him.
They say start him. Now, guess who else they say to start? Ryan Tannehill against the Jaguars. So they want you to start both of these quarterbacks against each other. Okay.
Maybe they're expecting big points as far as do they have a lot of targets? I don't know what the receivers are configurations for
the Jaguars have a couple of wide receivers who I think are going to come up because I think Christian Kirk is over there. I did predict him having a good season. The Titans, excuse me. Go over there with that.
Take a shot.
You will finish that. You finish your food? Okay, thank you. Ryan Tannehill against the Jaguars. Jaguars do not have the best record. Right. I don't even know about them having the best defense. I know their offense is going to be okay, but they don't have strong protection for the most part. So right now, this game, they're looking at both quarterbacks going back to back. I'm actually good with that personally. I'm good with that.
They might be looking at them as a possible shootout. But the Titans, you look at their record, they're 7-5, and what it says, Jaguars 4-8. They might be looking at the potential of a possible, quarterback shootout and stuff. That's why they say start him.
I'll just be damned.
No way.
Look, the wind blew in. Do
Oh,
you have
who do
any
we got?
like?
Who do we got here?
We got the co-founder of the league, Brian
Oh,
himself, the
Brian.
cattle skull. Brian.
I thought you were talking about the first selection on Sidham because I
No, I'm
can't
sorry.
believe that.
I'm picking on Brian because he finally made it.
Okay.
Brian, are you there?
Are you there, Brian?
I am here.
Okay, you know we're live, right?
Yes, I have
That means
like that's what I was like saying. I'll be remote today.
okay. So you're out and about. I didn't realize you was out and about. My apologies. I do hear it going in and out. Any input on what we covered so far as far as the quarterback to start?
Lamar Jackson.
We haven't gotten there yet. Your audio's acting up, just so you know, bro. Okay.
Hold on.
You're good. You
Okay,
got the
how
whole
about now?
world watching. We're waiting on you.
How about now?
That should be good. As of right now, so far, the stardoms we had Geno Smith against the Panthers. Any debate?
No.
Kirk Cousins against the Lions. Any?
No.
Trevor Lawrence against the Titans.
No.
Ryan Tannehill against the Jaguars.
It'll be a
You gotta be
fight.
kidding me. Out of all those games, you're gonna take a hesitation on that one. You're too much, man. All right, we just got started on the Sidhams. You're silly, idiot. Tom Brady against the 49ers.
I can't believe this.
I can because of the 49ers defense. I can.
Oh, Sidham? Really? Do you think so, Brian?
Sidham.
Wow.
Mainly because Tom Brady may not max out on points.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like he's going on, and then the Bucks ain't playing. They barely won last week.
You're good, Tina. Thank you for coming through. Well, he came back and still got at least 20 points in fantasy football. Just for the record, Tom Brady's been getting 20 points as a quarterback. He'll be a comeback quarterback to get those 20 points, and he's good. If your quarterback gets 20 points, you're good in fantasy football. Tom Brady will get at least 20. I think he had one game where it was 17 this season. I understand what they're saying because the 49ers is an absolutely complete team. Let me say this again. The 49ers are just as complete as they were when they went to the Super Bowl a few years ago. Honestly. I fully understand this. Even though I am against it, I fully understand this. I do see him getting interceptions, which is going to justify this prediction.
Because of the defense. Okay, I can see that.
Yes, I see him getting interceptions, so I understand that. Deshaun Watson against the Bengals. Only because he's been out of the game for a minute, but I think he's back and I think he's fresh. Unfortunately for him, the Bengals have reclaimed their Super Bowl status, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Anybody in the chat, do you have any debates of the Bengals reclaiming their Super Bowl status because they are playing back like they want to go back? I don't blame them one bit. May the Bengals face no shame for losing that Super Bowl. I watched that game. Those boys were not messing around.
Not this year, that's for sure.
They lost, but damn it, may they face no shame because they were balling. The Rams couldn't do shit. I'm saying it. If it wasn't for Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham Jr. getting short passes and a couple of good runs, the Rams couldn't do nothing. They stopped the run hard. The Bengals had them. Oh my God, I feel so bad for them. I'm not even a fan.
Had him on lock. Have it on lock.
I'm not even a fan, but I know what I saw in that game. May the Bengals face no shame in that Super Bowl. Deshaun Watson, let me tell you something. They're telling you to sit. They want you to be sat from me to you. We need the old you back from Clemson.
Well, this is
I'm not
only
calling you wrong, and I'm not.
Tony, this is only
his second game. Yes.
Second game too. So, given that,
season and a half.
That's why I would sit him. I wouldn't against the Bengals. No.
Here's the crazy part. I know he's ready to play. I know he's in shape. I know he's 100%. There's no way in the hell I was sitting. No way in the hell. He is an awesome quarterback, in my opinion. And he's got a team. Plus he's got Jacoby Brissett backing him up. I see him in there. Daniel Jones against the Eagles. I would sit him. I'm done.
Eagles. I'm picking the Giants, so I got to pick the New York teams on the games and stuff like that. But I would have to agree with this too. If you have, because the Eagles defense, this is going to be an interesting game for me to watch.
I'm glad you said that. I was thinking that last week.
Yeah, this is going to be
Daniel
interesting.
Jones and the Giants have a way of making it through, especially when he's got Slayton and wide receiver. The Eagles did lose a game this season. I'm not sure what happened. So somebody found a hole in the way that they play football to beat them.
Yeah.
But they are still 11-1. The Giants are a problem on the field. Do not look at the record of the New York Giants ever. Over the past 10 years, I will tell you this. The record doesn't show you how they play football. They play tough football.
Has Daniel Jones played good this year? As far as me being a New York fan, he's played okay, but he could be better. He's not as bad as he has been the last year and the year before. He has the Giants. This is a whole different position that they're in, winning and stuff. But the Eagles, they're just phenomenal right now.
Dude,
you know,
the Eagles are so together right now. It's scary.
Yeah, other than the Chiefs and Bills in the National Football League or the National Conference here, the Eagles, they're the top dog.
They are the top dog in the NFL. What you think, Brian?
I agree.
Appreciate it. He's on the road.
No
we're
argument.
going to give it to the Chiefs. Gotcha. Russell Wilson against the Chiefs. I ain't starting him. Any questions?
There's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer right now. I like Russell Wilson, but I think this is
something ain't right, dog.
This is
something ain't right, dog.
Next year, watch him possibly next year to give a positive spin to, because it's his first years with the Broncos, and it's an adjustment period. Seen that with Daniel Jones with the Giants. He's starting to gel a little bit, but yeah, I would definitely sit him against the Chiefs.
And this is nothing against Russell Wilson. This is just showing what we've seen
totally
with his team as of this season. So let me be clear. This is nothing against him as a man.
I mean,
what we're seeing this season is not indicative of what we're used to.
His age.
It's not age. I think it's a readjustment. He spent a decade with one team, and now he's in another one in another climate. He probably can't breathe.
Yeah, man.
The thin air.
He probably can't breathe. Yeah, seriously.
Well, I mean, think about it, though. I mean, like, his in Indianapolis, and they're well in Denver on that first year. Carson Wentz did very, very well with in that first year. I mean, Matt.
Good point.
The Colts.
But the kicker is, I don't know what the readjustment is. Like I said, this is not the quarterback we used to seeing. So it's no disrespect against him. We're just not seeing it right now. And I hear you, Brian. I can't start him. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your quarterback predictions, NFL.com 14. Let us go to running backs. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, absolutely. And welcome back to the NFL.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Stardoms. Tony Pollard against the Texans. Any questions?
Absolutely.
That's an automatic there. He's probably one of the newer. I didn't know this guy for squat, but yeah, I hear about him every single week. Start him.
I have been watching him as a player for the past 3 seasons. I had him as a backup when Zeke went down a couple seasons ago. I said Zeke's not going to last, and I kept my eye on Tony Pollard. I will start him as a running back this season and next season, even over Zeke. Even though Zeke gets touchdowns, Tony Pollard's running the ball. He's doing punt returns. He's got points all over the place without touchdowns. I would have, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give you my professional. Let me give you my professionalism as a fantasy football league founder. Let me put my name on the line. I will start Tony Pollard anywhere, any league. Period. Your thoughts, Jim?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, because I mean, like, other than running, the man has good catch, run. He's, I mean, almost is almost Barry Sanders-esque, saying a lot, but the guy can go, and on top of because he's been put it, but yet Zeke's got that paycheck.
Yeah, Zeke got his money already. We got that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he's like playing for a paycheck.
Now,
Like,
the difference between Zeke and Pollard. Now, Pollard's a bigger guy, isn't he?
I'm not sure.
I think
no,
he's a little bit bigger
bigger
than
guy.
Zeke. What's that? Is he a bigger guy, Brian?
Yeah, Zeke.
Okay.
He's your runner.
Yeah, he's he's like what's his name on the Giants? I can't think of his name right now. But Pollard, he's just
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley. Barkley and I look at them both at the same as far as they got the low center of gravity package, and when they find the hole, they're through it. This guy just mows through and takes guys with him.
He's playing hungry. I agree. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, no brainer. Please start him. Please draft him ASAP. DeAndre Swift against the Vikings. I don't know if I would start him. Even though he's the best player on that team, he'll probably get his money without his touchdowns or get his yards without his touchdowns. But you're going up against the Vikings. They're 10-2. Any questions?
No.
No, not really. But I don't know. It depends on. I'm not sure what type of fantasy football points he gets and stuff. But the Vikings, they're good at
DeAndre Swift was predicted highly as a running back draft pick early at the beginning of the season. Just so you know, and not trying to bring down what you're saying, but the whole thing was get him because he's going to be pretty much
he's one of the top. He's one of the top guys. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I see what.
It was absolutely get him.
That aspect.
So far, so good. I think by his numbers. Somebody would have to tell me, but you see the narrative right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Deontay Foreman of the Seahawks.
32 points last month, so yeah.
Yeah. Deontay Foreman against the Seahawks from the Carolina Panthers. Deontay Foreman and that Carolina Panthers offense, those boys are playing with a new ambition. Do not let the record fool you. You must have forgot when they was in Atlanta how crunk they were. But they are going up against the Seahawks. The Seahawks are 7-5. They're doing pretty good this season. We just talked very highly about Geno Smith. But Carolina Panthers still have a squad. So you have the narrative right there. I would start him myself. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, like, when he was at Houston, if he has, like, a good offense, he's good to go.
The only thing that could stop him if Seattle brings their defense and they're at home and they're, like I said, my take on Seattle. They're tough at home. They're tough at home.
Yeah, they are.
Gotcha. The Dolphins. Whoa. The Dolphins running backs against the Chargers. This was another tough game. I'm going to tell you this at the beginning, Rich. There was a couple games that was kind of worrying me. This game concerns me.
Do the Dolphins have a running game? I thought they were mostly a passing type.
The Dolphins have everything.
Do they?
They have everything, even a decent quarterback. You see their record?
Oh yeah, no question on the quarterback. But I thought they were more of a passing type team.
Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert, both of them were 49ers running backs.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The Chargers are not to be slept on, in my opinion. Anybody out here who watches football, the Chargers are not to be slept on. They are 6-6. You see that. I think that's a very well-earned record. It's not even disrespectful, and it's not putting them on blast, but it's also not giving them enough credit. The Chargers are not to be slept on. This game concerns me. I have no stance on who to start or who to stop because I think both teams can stop each other. Both of them are high-powered offense, and both of them are high-powered defense.
And CBS,
I say like that on purpose because they can get points on you and they can stop your ass. Go ahead.
Gotcha. CBS is predicting the Chargers to win over the Dolphins, and you're picking the Chargers. Tony, myself, Tina, and Ed are picking the Dolphins. I guess.
I was scared to make that pick. I ain't gonna lie. This game concerns the hell out of me. This is gonna be a decent one. What you got, Brian? Brian.
Yeah.
What do you have on this?
Yeah.
Okay, he agrees. We'll keep it. Gotcha. Cam Akers against the Raiders. Cam Akers has been getting a little bit of an issue as far as numbers concerns and playing time. I think he was injured, but he was one of the higher-ranked running backs at the beginning of the season. You're going up against the Raiders, who keep falling flat on their face. They really do. It's not even their fault entirely, but they keep falling flat in their face. They always have a high-powered offense. They always have a lot of high draft picks. They always have a lot of star players, and they keep damn losing. They keep damn losing.
Yeah.
Your thoughts? We didn't hear you, Brian.
Yeah, he's in and out.
I think it's the coaching.
Coaching.
I've heard that a lot. They said the same thing about the Falcons.
Yep.
I've heard that a lot. What you think, Rich?
Not familiar. I don't think the Rams. They're just this one. They're saying start them against Raiders. I don't know. It's just the only team that that they're outshining the Texans and stuff like that, which is by far. So I don't know if I'd start him if I had a better running back.
If you have a better running back, you kind of want to take him. The running game has been halted since the Super Bowl, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He is their starting running back. He will get the ball. He will be on the field. They're giving you the numbers right there.
You look at
I'm not against it.
You look at the
Go ahead.
Raiders. They're 5-7, so you might have it depends on the game and stuff like that. So I think it's a
With
game.
the Raiders, I 100% agree. It depends on the game.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. Sims. They say to sit Dameon Pierce against the Cowboys. Any questions?
No, that's an the way the Dallas is playing. Yes,
Brian.
Yeah. Okay. Because like on my other league, Pollard, I am starting Dalton. I am starting the Dallas defense.
Okay.
Michael Gallup. And Michael Gallup.
I don't think Dameon Pierce is going to get a lot of yards, and he's their star running back. He's the highlight of that team, in my opinion. I don't think he will get his numbers this game. I will be honest with you. The Dallas Cowboys defense is no damn joke. No.
Yeah,
definitely agree.
That's the number one defense.
We got Ted Hicks in the chat. What's going on, Ted? Rams Raiders already happened. Akers only scored 9 points. You started him. Was that the Thursday night game?
It was the Raiders and the Rams.
I didn't watch. Yeah, okay. Appreciate it. Good.
Baker Mayfield pulled the.
Ted, what we tend to do, as crazy as we look, we predict these games as if we didn't watch them or see them. Mainly because we just try to call the whole week. I'll be honest with that. I don't care how reckless I look. I'm going to act like I didn't watch the game, and I'm going to give you an honest opinion. But I appreciate it. He's right. We look nuts. But that's what we do. Act like you didn't see it instead of talking junk afterwards like a bunch of these fake sports fans out here do. And I'm going to call all of y'all out. Don't talk about it afterwards. Act like you wasn't watching it. What was you really going to do? That's how real I am. I'm up in here.
There you go.
Appreciate it, Ted. I know you out and about, dog. Thanks for coming through. Latavius Murray, running back for the Broncos against the Chiefs. I don't think I would start him.
No, not against the Chiefs. No way.
I like Latavius Murray as a running back. I remember when he was with the Saints, I had him as a sleeper behind Alvin Kamara in case Alvin Kamara got hurt. Unfortunately, Alvin Kamara never got hurt. He just got in damn trouble. Brian, your thoughts? Brian, your signal. Brian, your idea. Brian, your comments.
Brian's in a dead zone.
Brian, are you there? Exactly. He's in a dead zone.
No, my take is against the Chiefs. Again, the Chiefs are just a monstrous team. Though they've got 3 losses and stuff like that. It's the Denver Broncos. They're not going anywhere. Just like the Texans, and like you said about about Los Angeles Rams. Those are 3 teams that I'd be a little skeptical about starting anybody from that team. Really, just even though they've had some good games and the stats look good and stuff like that. It's one of those things I go to my gut and said, no, the Chiefs now, sit them.
I would. You know what's crazy? Everything I say about Latavius Murray, and I mean it, and Russell Westbrook, that's what disappoints us the most about the Broncos. Those are two very explosive, very well played players. There's a good team in Denver. They should be doing a whole lot better than what they are doing, in my opinion. I don't understand what's going on over there. Gus Edwards, running back for the Ravens against the Steelers. I think I would.
You would what? Sit him or start him?
Start him.
Or agree with?
But
Start him.
the Steelers can
Against
stop
us.
you, and it
Yeah.
would cost me. And as I read this narrative,
Yeah.
I see what this. I can't argue. I can't argue. But the Ravens, you know what's going on? They don't have Lamar Jackson.
Well, that's the thing.
That's probably why I would start him. That's probably why I would start him, because Lamar Jackson was getting the ball all the time. That everybody else had a chance to get the ball. That's one of the reasons why I would start him. But I could see sitting him. Yes.
The Ravens quarterback that took over, is he pretty decent? Or, usually when you get a quarterback taken over for your starter there and stuff, they're not necessarily going to go to the pass. They go more to the run game. So this guy might get more carries. So, but They're saying sit him against the Pittsburgh Steelers again. What kind of defense is Pittsburgh going to bring to the game? Because they're an on again, off again, cold, hot type team as far as defense.
Agreed. Kareem Hunt against the Bengals. Ugh. I would start him.
You would start him?
I still think he's a hungry running back. I still think he's a beast of a running back. I don't think he's getting the ball enough. I don't know what else is going on. He's running out of opportunities of optimism, in my opinion. But I would start him.
Yeah.
And this is a classic rivalry.
Definitely. This
so you kind of want the hungry.
This is divisional implications too.
This is a state implication.
State, yes, that too. Yes,
this is a state implication. This is going to be brutal. I think they just got to give him the damn ball. Personally, he wasn't getting the ball enough in Kansas City. Now he's not getting the ball enough in Cleveland. He needs to go somewhere where he's going to get the damn ball. Somebody tell this man what team he should go to. Somebody find a team that's actually going to pay him, and y'all make that work, because he's just sitting there. Honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your running back predictions, Week 14, NFL.com. We are going to go to the wide receivers themselves. Start them and sit them. What do we have here? Not another advertisement, but thank you. Start Garrett Wilson against the Bills. I think I would, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you something. This is going to be risky. As a native of Queens, New York, as a Jets fan, and somebody who could see when something's going to go wrong, you're going up against the Buffalo Bills, one of the best teams in the NFL, not just the AFC, the NFL, not just in the state of New York, the NFL. And you want to start this guy with Mike White as a quarterback. No disrespect to Mike White. Big ups to what you did last week. It's about time you finally getting your props. The door is entirely open 100% to you, Mike White.
Yeah, but White has shown, as far as if he's passing and there's a strong defense on the other side of that offensive, on the other side of the line, he's not that. I don't know if I'd start. I don't think that. I think the Bills are going to contain the pass game, really. So I don't know.
I think they'll stop the run game. I don't know about the pass game. Now, if you want the truth,
okay. Yeah, that's
the defenses on both sides are going to define this game very hard.
Yes. That's for sure, definitely.
Because the Jets, it wasn't just Garrett Wilson. Corey Davis had a great catch last week. So both teams are ready to play. This is another great in-state rivalry, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, but the Bills nudge them out and stuff like that overall.
Every damn time.
Yep. Yeah, across the board.
Every damn time.
Yeah.
DJ Moore is a wide receiver against the Seahawks. Now, this is the guy that lost his mind in Atlanta and damn near cost him that game against the Falcons. But he is crunk. He is ready. He is hyped. I would definitely start him. But who's his quarterback is my question.
Yeah. And then again, you're in Seattle, and I don't know, these two teams. The quarterbacks are gonna. It could be a possible shootout again, as far as for the receivers.
Well, Carolina quarterback is an issue. Carolina's quarterback situation is a major issue. Seattle doesn't have that problem. Seattle's a more together team than Carolina. Carolina's been going through changes and adjustments and injuries all damn season. They've still been trying to maintain. I got that.
But you saying that, Tony, I always go back to when they brought White up for the Jets and stuff. It's like this guy came out of nowhere. I'm always looking at, in the back of my head, that type of game may happen. And, the quarterback for Carolina might not be that great, but he might be right on the money and stuff. It's one of those things. I just think I think Seattle's going to win this game.
I do too.
Overall and stuff like that. I don't think it's really going to be. I'm not even sure what this.
Do you know who the Carolina quarterback is this season?
I have no idea, but I'm just thinking if he's an unknown, I don't know him.
He's known.
I refer back. Oh, I do know him. Who's that?
Sam Darnold.
Oh, no. That could be interesting. Guess
why it won't be. Let me help you out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me help you out. Sam Darnold is predictable, unfortunately.
True.
So we got the running back as a starter. We got DJ Moore, the wide receiver, as a starter. They already know the ball's going that way.
Yeah.
They already know that. We got a problem in Carolina. Seattle's going to win this game. I have no problem starting DJ Moore. I just think they're going to get him. I see interceptions, and I see this game is going to hurt Carolina, in my opinion. I didn't mean to cut you off. I
I agree. They're going to get hurt because they're, like I said, they're in Seattle. Seattle, they could lose in Seattle, but they're still scary at home. They have been for years. Yeah.
Seattle's a lot more together. Brian, you got us. Well, he did have a signal. He dropped. I'll come back to him later. Christian Kirk against the Tennessee Titans. This is the running back I was telling you. I mean, the wide receiver that was good at Jacksonville. He came from Arizona. He went there. I see him trying to prove himself. Trevor Lawrence is giving him the ball. I do see this as an excellent prediction, regardless of what.
With Trevor, he's a good pass. He's a good pass quarterback, in my opinion. It's just how much the defense from the Titans rush him and stuff. And if they're predicting, I'd say start him.
Christian Kirk is a great wide receiver. No disrespect against Titans defense. He's a great wide receiver. I have no problem with this prediction. Brian, you there? Brian has.
No, he's dropped. He's probably going to.
Yeah, he's out and about. It's all good. Deebo Samuel against the Bucs. Now, let me tell everybody something right now. Deebo Samuel is an outstanding footballer. I had him on my team the year the 49ers went to the Super Bowl. He got hurt. He's been hurt healthy. The San Francisco 49ers is built to be a dynasty. I'm going to say it a lot. They are built to be a dynasty because they damn near have everybody who was at the Super Bowl and Christian McCaffrey. Even though they don't have Jimmy Garoppolo no more. Right now, San Francisco 49ers issue is going to be a quarterback because all they got is Brock Purdy. Trey Lance was my original quarterback pick for the season, then he got hurt. Jimmy Garoppolo is the backup. Yes, he carried the team, but now he's hurt. So now we got a quarterback nobody has heard of, but I will tell you, that team can carry whoever the hell's up there. All you got to do is know who you're playing with, listen to them, and go from there. They're going to be fine. Please start Deebo. Nothing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because, yes, I do still watch you all with Brady down there, and everybody wanting to play with Brady, and them going to the Super Bowl, and everybody waiting for them to go back again, and everybody having all these spots. All their ducks in a row to be there. This is going to be a problem game. Go ahead, sir.
No, I agree. It could be, like you said, the 49ers. It just even with Garoppolo out, they have so many additional weapons, and I think you said that last week. As far as there also was Glick that I didn't even think of, because I'm like, once the quarterback's out, the team fall. No, if you got a halfway decent quarterback and he's able to use all the tools that are available, and they have a lot of tools still.
Yes. Brian, you
okay?
Gotcha.
Can you hear me?
Cam, if you are looking, yes, you're a little bit loud. We hear you. Bring the volume down a little bit. Cam, if you're out there, I just saw your message. My apologies. Let me send him. Let me do this. All right. Bonus if you need a streamer. Jameis Williams. Oh, wow. Jameis Williams of the Detroit Lions against the Vikings. I can't call this one. Y'all let me know what you think.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Yes. So
you're loud. Come down a little bit. Come down a little bit.
Now.
A little bit more. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So kind of, I've turned the vehicle off, but I did set.
Okay, you're still acting up a little bit, but short and sweet to the point. James Williams is wide receiver from the Lions against the Vikings. What do you think? Exactly. 8 snaps for 1 target. However, head coach explained that it was more about getting wings to the swing of things, getting reps on the game day routine. He was limited for 2 games. So he'll be a new wide receiver that they can't predict. He's just new money.
Again, you look at all the points. If the Lions rack up the points like they have in past games and stuff like that, this guy might get quite a few touches to where he does rack up some points. So I would say the way the Lions are playing, but they're playing the Minnesota Vikings, and I think I picked the Vikings, but then again, the Lions have been so unpredictable that this guy might just shine to where he meets the prediction of stardom.
Yeah. And we're just gonna have to roll with that for the most part. They give you the prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, roll with it yourselves. Sit them. Gabe Davis, Buffalo Bills wide receiver against the New York Jets.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna give you a name. I'm gonna give you 2 words, and I'm gonna give you 1 name. Sauce Gardner. That's why. Sauce Gardner. That's why. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Get lost in the
sauce. That's why.
Lost in the sauce. Okay, we'll see. Like I said, it's going to be a good matchup. So
I agree. But if Sauce is over there, that's not happening because he was one of the highly predicted defensive backs in the NFL. Well, defensive players, let me say that. At the beginning of the season.
I think Josh Allen does go to Davis quite a bit.
Yes, he does. Do not sleep on the Jets, ladies and gentlemen. Do not sleep on the Bills at all, but do not sleep on the Jets. Brian?
I'm
I can tell you in the country, you got no damn signal. But everybody's spoiled with being at home, sitting in Wi-Fi in front of a computer instead of being out and about. So, Brian, I understand, not a problem.
Yeah,
bring your microphone away just a little bit. Turn the volume down just a little bit, and we can hear you no problem. Just from me to you, because I do it mobile myself. Devontae Smith, wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles against the Giants. I am starting him. Roll Tide. Any questions?
You're going against a Giant. I don't know. Philly. Does he get a lot of touches, or see? I don't know.
I'm doing you a favor. Start him.
Okay, start him. Okay. I was just going to say, if Philly, you're gonna sit anybody from the Philadelphia Eagles?
I'm not. No, they say start Devontae Smith. This is start.
Oh, or is this start? Oh no, it says sit him. It's under sit him.
This is sit him.
Yeah, this is
my apologies.
Yeah,
you're in the, okay. Let me recant myself.
Why are you sitting anybody from Philly?
I'm starting Devontae Smith against the Giants. Sorry, NFL.com. I am starting him. Now, the Giants will have a decent chance. Yeah. Can the Giants stop the Eagles? Yes. What were you going to do if you were going to put your money on the line? I'm starting Devontae Smith. Personally. Yeah. If he doesn't have 20 points, I understand that. If he only gets 15 points to make your prediction correct, I understand that. I'm starting him because I do see him getting double digits in this game. My prediction will be he gets double digits in this game. You're correct, Rich? Let me know. Ted, I don't know who's covering him.
Yeah. Where are you seeing Ted at? Where's Ted coming in?
In the chat. In the chat.
Look
at the very top.
There it is. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I see. It flowed up. Okay, gotcha. It's flowed up.
Who's covering digs on the Jets segment? I do not know. But Jets are ready. They're playing with a brand new high energy. They do not look like how they've been looking over the past 5 to 10 years. I'm very happy for what I'm seeing. I'm starting Devontae Smith. Sorry, NFL.com. I'm starting him.
I would too. I would not sit anybody from the Philadelphia Eagles.
No. Deontay Johnson, wide receiver for the Steelers against the Ravens. This is going to be a tough. We did talk about this before. I do not know.
Well, the big one there. He still hasn't scored a touchdown. So if you're making all your fantasy points on your receptions, it doesn't look as far as and they're just 11 fantasy points right there in the first sentence. I don't know. That doesn't look too promising. Yeah, I'd sit them.
Right. Brian still has. Brian, you there?
Sure.
Deontay Johnson, wide receiver. What do you think?
About him.
This dude said, "What about him?"
No, I don't know that much about.
Oh, you don't know that much about him. Okay, me neither. They say sit him, we
Yeah.
sit him. Darius Slayton, wide receiver for the Giants against the Eagles. I wouldn't. Actually, you know what? I saw what he did last week.
He's a hit in a.
So was your audio. Keep going.
Hey.
I got to teach you. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, all of you out here who are on the internet, when you're mobile, you don't have to have the microphone all up here when you talk. You don't have to have the volume all the way up. You don't always have a Bluetooth on. This is how you sound. People say they can't hear you. I'm only messing with Brian because we've been doing this for over a year. No, I'm not dropping him. Yes, he's going to be here. That's my co-founder. I understand he's out and about. I got him covered. Brian, I need you to listen. You're killing me, but I'm messing with you. I would start Darius Slayton. I saw him last week. He played very good. He's catching the ball. He may not get major fantasy football points, and that's a lot of where their predictions are coming from. I would still chance it based on how I saw them play the game. And that's a lot of ways that I predict people. I know what they're saying as far as numbers. I know what they're saying as far as you having better options. But everybody always has there's always going to be that one window that'll get you to double digits. And if you can see that player making that window, regardless, you're going to chance them. And that's a lot of where I'm coming from. Brian, you hit your alarm. That means you're out of the car. Where are you going? What are you doing? And what do you think?
Just go to outlet mall so I can see because I can get for Christmas shop.
Nice. 2 years. Me and Brian really been going pretty consistent about a year and a half. Ain't been 2 years yet. It'll be 2 years for me on a previous platform this month. But I met a bunch of y'all about 2-3 months after I got on there.
I'm just getting acquainted to Ted's comments here because I'm always looking at the bottom for the comments. This one, it's a reverso. But as far as Darius Slayton, I don't know if I have a better receiver against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'd agree with this sit-em because it's just the Eagles are so.
But the thing about it is, though, Slayton, though, I mean, it's just benched him last week, and he fell. I mean, if you're going against top defense in the slot, favor.
Dude, your audio's a trip. It's all right, bro. You're still going in and out.
Man.
I would start him. Honestly, I would start him. Honestly. I would. I know they say drop him because he's going up against the Eagles, pretty much the best team in the NFL right now. Pretty much the best team in the NFL right now. But like I said, I know what I saw last week. I would chance it. Ladies and gentlemen, wide receiver predictions, week 14, NFL.com. We now go to the tight ends.
Tight ends.
Oh, wait a minute. Wrong position. Tight ends. Thank you for all that. Stardom, T.J. Hawkinson, Minnesota Vikings tight end against the Lions. Points-wise, I disagree. Position-wise, I don't have a problem.
He's a big body tight end.
He played pretty good last week.
He's a good tight end. And crazy enough, the Detroit Lions is his old team. I had him when he was on that team.
Oh, okay.
I understand where they're coming from. I haven't really seen his numbers. You have the narrative right there. They say start him. Pat Freiermuth, Steelers tight end against the Ravens. I want to say yes. I want to say yes. I don't think I have a problem with this, honestly. Tim said I agree with Brian. Whatever he said, yeah, me too.
Very funny.
That's our Ted.
It's the truth. I don't have a debate. I don't have a debate against this position. Anybody? Okay, you neither. Hunter Henry, tight end of the Patriots against the Cardinals. I think this is a problem.
Sit him.
Okay, Arizona struggles against tight ends. There you go. Not only have they allowed over 20 fantasy points per game to the position, one other team has allowed 15, but they have issued the most targets, catches, yards, and touchdowns to the position as well. He is in play in this fantastic matchup. His teammate, Jonu Smith, is a deep league sleeper. Yes, I agree. Matter of fact, I talked about this a couple weeks ago. The Patriots have set up a 2 tight end offense. Both of those tight ends can score. I understand this fully. I'm just not sleeping in the Cardinals defense. But you have the narrative right there. Gentlemen, your thoughts.
I'd say sit him if you had somebody better as far as that goes, going against the Cardinals. I guess I just think the Cardinals are going to win that game, and I think they, from what I've seen on them, they have good pass coverage. But then again, as a tight end now, I don't know. I think this guy will be used more for blocking, if anything.
I think they're used for both.
Okay.
Jonu Smith has been around longer. He's a better tight end. Actually, he's a more experienced tight end in my opinion. He used to be on the Titans. I used to have him on my squad. I like Jonu Smith. But Hunter Henry, he's new, and he's just new blood to me.
Right.
New energy. Brian, what you think?
John is a brick house. But again, I have no problem with him.
Gotcha. Joe Everett of the Chargers against the Dolphins. I want to agree. He's a more experienced tight end. He might be one of the oldest tight ends in the league right now. I think he can still get it done. I don't see him getting a whole lot of points, but I think he can still get it done.
Against the Dolphins, yeah.
So honestly, he did good last week. 80 yards, 13 fantasy points. That's good for him. I think he barely makes 10 points a game, but I have to check those numbers. I'm quite sure Glick's going to read them one day. I don't have a problem with this Charlie. Brian, what you think? Okay, go ahead, Rich.
No, he's
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't. Go ahead.
I'd say, I guess if I had him, I'd start him and stuff. He looks good and stuff like that against the Dolphins. But I don't know, the tight end position, going back to the last one there for the Hunter Henry, I guess unless you got someone like Gronk that he's going to get passed to, or else what's the Kansas City guy there? He gets a lot of
Travis
passes.
Kelce.
I think the majority of the tight ends on other teams, from what I see, they don't really get that. They're mostly used for a blocking,
of course,
or else an emergency dump off or something like that.
Absolutely, that is the position. I agree. Yeah. That's the position. Yes, block and dump off. Yes, you don't get the ball primarily. You get it as a last resort. Agreed.
But this guy they're recommending, I would probably say if I had him, I'd probably start him if I didn't have anybody better.
Yeah, Gerald Everett's old school. He's an old school tight end. Been in the league for quite some time. And I remember reading that when I was going to draft him one season. But he's still reliable. He's still there. Him, Jared Cook, I want to say that about. And Kittle. I'm going to put him up there based on
Kittle. Okay, yeah, Kittle. He's another one. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, Kittle's aging. And Kittle's getting injured a lot. Nothing against him. Yep. You still want him, but he gets hurt a lot. He's out half the season every damn season, but you still want him on your roster. Yeah, at least on the bench. Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Sit him. Tyler Conklin, New York Jets tight end against the Bills. I can't disagree. I really can't disagree. I don't ever really see Jets tight ends getting yards, but they get yards for some damn. I don't know how the hell the New York Jets.
I don't think he's going to get any points. I don't think he's going to be strictly used as a blocker in this game because the Jets will probably go with their wide receivers and stuff, unless this guy is used as an emergency. I'd be surprised to see if this guy even busts 10 points.
Brian, go ahead because I'm gonna wait 1 second.
Yeah, we're waiting, Brian.
Go ahead, Brian. What you got?
No, I play him.
I agree with Rich. I'm going to say I agree with Brian because something's telling me he's going to break out this game.
Yeah,
everybody else is going to be covered. Everybody's going to be covered. Everybody is going to be covered, and he may not be.
Oh, you think? Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah,
it's just like all the other players. That's a valid point. So he may, but I'd still sit him. That's where I would go with him. But that's a very good observation. That'll be one of the things I look for in this game, Tony.
Yeah, if he gets 10 points this game, that'll make my prediction true. If he gets 10 points.
I agree.
Even without a touchdown. Even without a touchdown. If he gets 10 points this game, my prediction will be true. And I say that because I think both defenses are going to be spread out all over the place. The tight ends of both of these teams, I think, are going to break out over. And look at who's next. Dawson
Yeah,
Knox. The tight ends are both.
Tight end for the other side. So maybe these are the two guys we need to focus. I'm going to be focusing on the tight ends now because this is the game I'm watching today.
Yeah, Jason's got a birthday party. I got to take him to at 2:30, so I'm going to be missing a lot. You all, please stay up on these games as much as possible, and let me know if I was right or I was wrong. Yeah, I will be, but I'm going to be focused on him running around playing and all that. So, yeah, the tight ends are going to break out in this game, in my opinion. They truly are. Both defenses are going to be spread out all over the place. Everybody's going to be focused on running backs and wide receivers and rushing.
Yep.
Which leaves tight ends wide open.
That's true. This is going to be. I got these guys' name written down. I'm watching these guys, Conklin and Knox.
This is going to be
and Logan.
Logan who?
Logan
Thomas. Logan Thomas.
Yeah. Because he broke against the Texans.
Brian, I can't wait to hear the replay on this and you cuss yourself out because you sound like absolute ridiculousness. But I understand because
it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. I understand. Cade Otton, Tampa Bay Buccaneers tight end against the 49ers. I don't know if I would start him in this game. I'm not going to lie.
No. You got a better tight end. You'd probably be better off taking the guy Knox and starting.
Well, here's the thing. If you run out of those options and you had to go to another one, you want Cade because he pretty much wanted him and Cameron Brate.
Yeah,
but tight ends on the Bucs right now.
Well, then again, you got Brady. He likes tight end. He likes passing the tight end. So that's one thing I can say over the years. Yeah, so
he like passing a Gronk.
No, but I'm just saying Brady. He loves his tight ends, and so I think he's been the one quarterback I see. Well, other than Mahomes there on Kansas and stuff like that. But I don't see too many quarterbacks on the other teams there. Unless they're in trouble, they dump it out to them.
Exactly. Brian, what you think? Play him. Gotcha. Austin Hooper against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Austin Hooper is an old school tight end. He used to be on the Falcons. Do not be fooled. This man can still ball. He's on the Titans. He's going up against the Jags. As I think about this, he will be one of the reasons you will pick the Titans over the Jaguars in this game. More offensive weapons. That's just my opinion. Anybody else?
No, that's a good point. If you got more weapons and stuff like that, so because that's why you got the Titans along with Ted and Tina and myself have the Jags. So, and I just that. To me, that the Titans will probably win that game because, like, just exactly what you said as far as the weapons. If you got a team that has more weapons, they're more or less on the edge of winning and stuff like that. So, but if the Jaguars won this, I got it tagged as an upset.
Gotcha. What you got, Brian?
I agree.
Gotcha. I'm going to roll with it. Ladies and gentlemen, tight end predictions, week 14, NFL.com. Defenses, we're going to narrow this down. We're after an hour. What we got here? I think most people can predict who they will pick by now, according to the teams. The Cowboys against the Texans. I wish you would say you wouldn't start the Cowboys defense against the Texans this week, and I'm listening. I am all ears.
I like to see the crazy person that voice over the Texans.
I am all ears for this one because they did win one game this season. Not to say that they can't win another, but I am all ears as to why you would not start the Cowboys over the Texans.
That's an automatic. Same as the next one.
Anybody.
No disagreement.
Brian?
Are you
didn't think so.
Dallas defense?
That's all right. You'll be okay.
I'm
Kansas
starting
City against the Broncos. You're starting who? The Texans defense?
No, I'm starting.
He's starting Dallas.
Gotcha. Absolutely. Kansas City Chiefs defense against the Broncos. No brainer. Any questions?
Automatic. Yes, agree.
Brian,
No argument.
gotcha.
No argument.
Gotcha. Raiders against the Rams.
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I would. Yes. I would.
Oh, you know
Mainly
what?
because
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's no.
I'll even rationalize properly. The Raiders have more offensive weapons than the Rams right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll rationalize it that way. The Rams are 3-9. I did not see that coming. They are officially out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
They are officially out of the playoffs. However, they got nothing to lose. The Rams defense is not to be played with, but the Raiders have a little bit of everything everywhere. They just got to stop falling flat in their damn face.
Yeah, if this was the other way around, the Rams defense against the Raiders, like, I don't think so.
And let's go back to the main point. Ted did say this game was already played on Thursday night. Let's be clear, the Rams did win, so
right.
we look ridiculous. We look ridiculous. However, that is what I would have said. That is what I would have said. I would have had the Raiders over the Rams.
Yeah.
I would have had that. Steelers defense against the Ravens defense, I would. Easily.
Oh, they're in Pittsburgh, so I would just on that notion. They're at home, yeah. I'd say start them over the Ravens because they're going to be dug in. They're going to be forced to. Their defense is going to be forced to play good because they're at home.
And the Ravens don't have Lamar Jackson.
That's true too. Yeah,
they don't have Lamar
weapons on the Ravens.
I hear you.
You have other weapons on the them out.
We're going to see if they're going to be effective. Mind you, the whole Ravens offense has been Lamar Jackson. So now everybody else gets to play. I agree with you 100%. And that quarterback, what's his name? Huntley? The Ravens quarterback? He looked pretty good last week. I did see a couple of replays on him. Yes, little boy.
I'm starting, and I'm starting.
Starting who?
I'm starting Huntley and Kenyon Drake.
I don't blame you.
And Kenyon.
I got you. Sit them. Denver Broncos against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep. Any questions?
Oh yeah. No question there.
I'm
just updating my list, and I suddenly realized, the Rams beat the Rams beat the Raiders Thursday night. It didn't dawn on me. So, okay,
but I'm acting like I didn't see it.
Understood. But I know where Ted's coming from as far as that goes. That was a big upset. Okay, go ahead. What'd you say?
The Broncos over the Chiefs. I would sit them. Yeah. I sit them. The Jets. I'm not sitting the Jets defense against the Bills. I'm not.
This is going to be a very interesting game.
I agree. I can't sit them. I got to have it. I want anything that goes wrong against the Bills to be in my favor. And there's only 2 game difference between the two. That is very interesting. I think the AFC East is a problem. Nobody's talked about that yet.
AFC East?
It's a problem. Y'all might want to look at those records.
Well, I know. It's a strong. I mean, you're going to probably get 3 of the teams in there that make the playoffs.
Y'all might want to look at those records. The AFC East is the problem.
Yeah.
The Browns and the Bengals. You don't even have to be a fan of either team to realize you want both of these defenses against each other.
I would disagree with that. If I had Cleveland and as a defense, I'd probably start them because that's gonna be a defensive game on both times, both sides.
Yep. That's me. Giants against the Eagles. I don't know if I would sit the Giants defense because I'll be honest, I could see the Giants in a couple of interceptions on that game.
And that could be another defensive game, like I said about Cleveland and Cincinnati. That's going to be you're talking these Cleveland and Cincinnati and the Giants against Philly. Those are 2 freaking huge rivalries. So
yes, they are.
And their defenses on all 4 teams, I would say, are still pretty decent.
I agree.
Well, Philly being the top of the 4, but it's just like as far as that goes.
I agree. Brian, any thoughts? Is there a signal?
He's probably trying. I'm picturing Brian running around.
I'm ultra wide.
I'm messing with you, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the
It's
defensive
all good.
predictions.
That's
Week
just Brian.
14,
Right. We love you, Brian.
NFL.com. Let's see what we got here.
Are you doing the kickers?
No, I'm not going to do the kickers. I'm going to go ahead and bring it down. I got to get them cleaned up and get them ready to go.
Yep. You got something to do there.
By now, everybody should kind of be aware of who you wanted your kicker for your team. I'll get it in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get him ready. Got a birthday party for my baby boy. He'll be 9 years old tomorrow, but since he has school, we're going to take him out to enjoy himself today. Rich, appreciate you for being here. Brian, appreciate you for popping up. Ted, appreciate you for being in the chat. Golf Hawk, appreciate you coming through. Tina, Debbie.
Oh, there's Brian.
Yeah, I see him now. Going out there to get him a damn enchilada or a burrito or whatever. Had a damn food truck in the mall, but I understand, bro.
Food trucks.
They go enjoy yourself. Yeah, food trucks.
He's tailgating. He's tailgating.
He is. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Appreciate everybody for popping up. Anybody checking on the replay. You got 20 minutes till the game starts. Ladies and gentlemen, go check your rosters. They gave you advice. Always make up your own mind like I do. Be as hard-headed as I am. You enjoy your victory more. But if you're wrong and somebody gave you the truth, you hate yourself. This is the enjoyment that we have during fantasy football during the seasons. We will see you again next week. Oh, now he decided to come on camera an hour after the damn show.
Hey, try.
We love you, Brian. You're trying. That's all that matters.
Unbelievable. I will catch everybody later on. We might do something tonight as a post-game show if everybody's able to pop up. Check us all out. Fireman Rich, Morning Coffee on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, 5:30 a.m. You can see me here weekly. Absolutely. Weekly, every Sunday between 10 and 11 a.m. Bell Kings Fantasy Football League for the NFL season. I'll probably go beyond the fantasy football season and do a weekly show up until the Super Bowl.
That's a good idea, Tony. I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
You can also see me on Nonsense Podcast Monday, Wednesdays, Saturdays, 6 p.m. A little bit of a break in the schedule due to the holidays, due to families, due to lives, due to me having a different work shift. But please check out the podcast. Check out Ted Hicks, LateNightParents.com. When he pops up, set your notifications for it. Check out the Sunday Night Smoke podcast every Sunday night, 7 or 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He tried to schedule to start. Yes.
And who's the guy who does the MMA?
MMA, JoJo, Mr. B,
JoJo,
MMA guy.
He's killing. I'm following MMA on Twitter, man. He has a play-by-play when the match is going. So, man, kudos to him.
Combat Sports Super Syllable Sportscaster himself. Do you hear me? The Super Syllable Sportscaster himself.
Yeah.
We are all over the place. We are all live streamers. We are working on the future. We have not given up on what we had before. We are still doing things together. Y'all might want to catch up to us. And I'm just getting warm. I ain't done yet. I'm still building up stuff. We got a brand new idea coming real soon. Y'all ain't ready. I'm going to bring this down, gentlemen. Thank you all again, everybody in chat. I appreciate everybody for coming through. And I will see you all next week, all right? Everybody take care.